Now, something about Indonesia. In the business ecosystem, people need to pay attention to whether their products are in accordance with national standardization levels. And for those of you who are currently businessmen or thinking about starting a new business, we'll now have a conversation with the Executive Secretary of the National Standardization Agency, or BSN, who also is the Acting Secretary of the National Accreditation Indonesia Institution, or KAN, Mr. Donny Purnomo, with us. Pak Donny, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
So here in Today Business, we love sharing stories about local MSMEs, and it has, become something that is mushrooming, the local MSMEs. Every day there is a new local MSME.
Yes.
So thank you so much for joining us. And first and foremost, I think it is very important to note what are some of the most important criteria that local MSMEs have to comply with in order to receive the SNI standardization?
Okay, actually, we must change the view of the SMEs on standard itself. First, a standard is containing consensus of the requirement for product, service, or maybe process, and/or system. So in this case, SMEs must view the standards as the guidance for them to know the expectation of Indonesian people on the quality of product, service, process, system, even on person. If the SME understand the standard as the guidance, so I think that they will be voluntarily implement the standard itself.
I understand what you mean, because if we see it as something that makes things complicated,
Yep.
we tend to not look at it and perhaps even ignore it altogether.
Yes.
But for our information, how does one secure an SNI certificate? Is there certain assessments that the standardization process have to do?
Actually, in the conventional system or conventional process, my Indonesian people see that the SNI process is complicated and so on. Okay, but starting from last year, we try to have an easier way for the SMEs to meet the requirement of the SNI. As you know, because for some products, even the product is a high risk, but if the product is produced in small scale, so the risk of variation itself is lower. So in our opinion, based on research, we can conclude that maybe in the future, we conclude that the product risk for the SMEs is lower than the higher level industry, even the product is the same.
So it actually should be easier for them to access the information, right? So that is why the SNI has changed. So you've mentioned a couple of things. Perception is a challenge. You've also mentioned that last year SNI has started to do things a little bit, BSN has started to do things a little bit differently. Can you perhaps elaborate how this is going to affect in terms of enthusiasm of new MSMEs to go by the standardization?
Okay. I think all of us understand that most of the micro and small enterprises is easier to understand the visual education. For example, is if we ask them how to produce, I think, honey. I think it will be easier for them if they see the video explaining from the we take the honey from the bee until we bottle them. So we hope that maybe start from next month, BSN will publish many simple video on how to produce some simple product. So we hope that it will be easy for the SME to follow the instruction, the visual instruction. And after that, we will also invite the certification body to have a special process to assess or to audit the quality of product of SMEs.
Oh, certainly very interesting, because if there are so many SMEs, right, especially since the pandemic, it is very difficult if you have to assess every single applicant. But to have a standardized, video, so this is going to be MSMEs taking a certification. When is it? How is the process going to be? So this is based on industry, based on product, right? They watch the videos, and then what?
Okay.
Do they become certified or?
Yes, yeah. Of course, the process itself may not be done by BSN itself. The cooperation with the provincial government as well as the city or municipal government is very important. For example, if one SMEs see the videos and then they make a statement.
Yep.
That they have followed the instruction on the step in the videos, so they can make the self-statement.
Yeah.
And BSN will cooperate with the provincial government or other ministry, for example, the Ministry of SMEs and Cooperation, to make a verification or validation of the process itself. The testing of products may be reduced because if the SMEs have followed the instruction on the videos,
Yep.
then the risk of the non-compliance with the product with the SNIs itself will be reduced.
That's actually very smart because you mentioned before you want to change the perception. You want this to be a guideline instead of instead of something that is a nuisance that you have to get somebody to assess and then you have to wait for an application. Certainly is going to make things a lot faster. Now, there are many products from business innovation that have entered the National Standardization Agency. What do you think are the advantages of our local products compared to foreign products, especially when it comes to standardization?
As you know that Indonesia have many natural resources, and we think that many natural resources may be perceived as a food, as cosmetics, and many kinds of products. And if we introduce the national standard first to the SMEs, so they will increase gradually the quality of their products. And if they have meet the basic quality requirement on the SNIs, then the government, of course, BSN will coordinate the activity, may introduce the higher standards. It means the international standard for the selected SMEs. So the selected one might be, we can make them to meet the highest standards, and their product who those have meet the international standard might be promoted for export.
Oh, that's certainly very great. I mean, we've heard, congratulations are in order, because we've heard that international recognition of the CMC's measurement and calibration capabilities to encourage better quality of competitiveness also has been ensured, and this is how you've managed to make sure that the local products are also, as you mentioned before, in international standards for export. Now, this is very important. Could you explain to us about this recognition?
Okay. Yeah. If we talk about the recognition of CMCs, might it look very complicated, but you can imagine maybe if we sell 1 kilogram of sugar in the market, then what happen if the balance used by the traders provide a lower value?
Oh, okay.
This is in the domestic area. In the broader view, you know that all of Boeing airplane are designed, use the kilograms maintained by the government of the United States. But when the airplane is operated by Super Airjet or by Lion or by Garuda, then every plane will be weighed in the airport before they fly. So could you imagine if 1 kilogram used as the reference in the Indonesian airport is lighter than 1 kilogram used by Boeing in designing the airplane?
Yeah. So it has to be an international standard and it has to be the
Yes.
same.
Yep.
This is certainly very, very big. I want to say congratulations are in order. It looks like big things are happening for BIS. And would you like to share any future goals? I mean, you mentioned that in a month you will be launching something,
Yeah.
if you want to elaborate.
Yeah, actually, first of all, on behalf of BSN, I do apologize because maybe the program to launch the video of many product of SMEs is slightly late. Slightly late, so we also do in out of the box. We just invite all of new public servant in BSN, and you understand that they must have better creativity than us.
Yes.
So providing them all of the standard relevant for the SMEs, and then ask them to have the creativity to make a simple video. And we hope that starting from next month, the new website of, we call it SNI Purnomo MK, will contain many videos that can be accessed by the SMEs who have been registered and the once year OSS, single submission system, and the PKPM. So we hope that after that we will have a standardization process with a cheaper way, better way, and also faster way.
More efficient, because efficiency is key.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for the information,
Thank you.
Pak Donny, because if you are going to start a business, that's where you have to go. You have to register the business, and then you get access to the SNI videos. It will be launched in the website. So hopefully you will treat it as a guidance and to you the ability to self-check whether you are already up to national standards.